This is a very dicey subject, folks. This is a very dicey subject because it involves mental health, it involves physical health, and it involves a player that is not playing in Game 4 for the Brooklyn Nets.
Blake Griffin?
Nope.
Oh.
The guy who said he was playing in Game 4 through a whole bunch of other people and had a press conference last week and made it seem like he was going to play in Game 4. And everybody's laying into Ben Simmons. And I don't know what else to say other than Daryl Morey for mayor of Philadelphia. Okay. Daryl Morey for mayor of Philadelphia. Uh-huh. You're sitting there with Harden in the beard and getting ready for round 2. And the Nets are staring at Seth Curry, yes, and the rest of that trade, but waiting on Ben. Like, let's go. Like, this is it. The game's about to be afoot. We're tipping off. The season is on the brink. Can't get more on the brink than down in an 0-3 hole, a hole from which no team has ever climbed out in the history of the NBA playoffs. It's time. Hey, Ben, look, the whole world's been waiting for you. And now he says or makes it seem like he's coming, and now he's not coming. And you are seeing everybody in this business and players from the NBA's Mount Olympus just raining down their judgment on Ben Simmons right now. Soft. You're hearing the conversation about gutless, heartless. And I will say this. I'm not in the epidural room. I'm not in any room. Okay. And there's two ways to look at this. He's either heartless and gutless, and that would include, where I would go on this, is if he is using anything to do with mental health as a shield, anything to do with mental health as a shirking of responsibility and professionalism, that would make him gutless. That would make him heartless. And if that is what's happening, I want nothing to do with him anymore. If that's what's happening. We just don't know what's happening. And in the same way that I opened my heart and mind to Naomi Osaka and any other athlete of note.
Tyson Fury when he was here
correct.
A few years ago.
Mara Ronaldo.
Simone Biles. Anybody that's come out and said, I need time. I've got to have my space. I'm willing to give it. The question is with Simmons, this has now been well over a year coming up. It's been about a year since he turned down all those shots in Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And how is it going to work with him from here on out? And what do you say? And so you have to, I guess, in a way, pull your punch, but also have a take for each way that he's going to show us the way it goes. If the dude is like lying on his back right now and can't go, I feel that pain from having been there and needing to take epidural shots and needing to get off the ground, needing help to get off the ground. I ran my 40 this weekend. I'm limping around like Fred G. Sanford right now.
Lamont. Little hip flexor.
But I'm also not somebody who said I need my time mentally and then is trying to ask for money back from the Philadelphia 76ers at the same time. Well, then showing up in Brooklyn and saying I'm going to play and then hasn't gotten out there. And now it's go time and he's not going.
Yeah, and the optics too, Rich. It's like
terrible.
The things he's pulling in practice, like telling reporters, hey, record this. And he does a dunk and then showing up in all these crazy outfits on the sideline. As silly as that is, just to the average fan, it just looks like,
Chris,
what is this guy doing?
World. It's an optics world. It's an optics world.
Yeah.
If you're going to be like, well, I'm not playing and my guys are spilling their blood, sweat, and tears, but I look pretty good, don't I?
Yeah.
It's just awful. And somebody's got to either sit him down and tell him what time it is or help him get up off the ground. physically and potentially emotionally. I have no idea what to say.
It just seems like, too, throughout this whole thing, he's just been getting bad advice.
But I think everybody that's saying this, from Reggie Miller and Shaq and Stephen A. Smith and everyone, Wilbon and everybody who has been, they're hearing the whispers.
Yeah, I mean, they're really connected.
They're probably hearing something that makes them feel as confident as they're saying what they're saying.
I think that's fair.
So that's my approach to Ben Simmons right now.
I do have to say this, though. I hate and Chris, we talked about this earlier. I hate the fact that people take someone's clothing and use it against them.
Yeah, true.
So
I know
and I know you said it's an optics world, but I guess it depends on whose optics we're looking through. Like someone like me, I don't care.
If you're not playing, do you show up in something less flashy? I mean,
but and to continue though, right. I'm saying this. Normally, I hate that being brought up and used against him, but in his case, it's like when you do know you're under all this scrutiny and you know everyone's watching you, and you show up looking like a pack of Skittles on a bench when everyone's dressed in black, then you're kind of asking for more scrutiny. It seems like you're drawing
more undue attention to yourself when you're not playing. Like, you can't really answer the bell. It's I don't know.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.